Welcome to Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium, home to the East Carolina Pirates, where the purple has engulfed this place as they are ready for a showdown. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. The Pirates will kick it off to get us underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. The Wolverines' return team didn't help matters out much with that one. And when you take the field with the confidence, the swag that this guy does, David, it just really elevates your confidence in the passing game.
Receivers don't usually lack confidence, and those are the guys that kind of set the tone. That swagger sets the tone for this offense, and Jesse, you know he's going to make plays.
And that speed scares defenses, too, because he can take the top off quick. These safeties better get...
And a sack all the way back at the 5.
And that is an all-too-familiar sight. Listen, this team won last week, but they gave up 4 sacks. They got to protect this young man early in this game. Don't set the tone, and let's not go back to last week.
And not the optimum setup to try to salvage the opening drive with a 3rd and long. They'll go to the ground. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The Wolverines decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. So the East Carolina Pirates offense will go to work for the first time. When a guy gets off the ball as quickly as he does, you know he's going to be breathing down your neck, and you got to get rid of it, Jesse.
This quarterback's good, but he better have a clock going off in his head. He knows he's not going to have a lot of time to get rid of the football. That's a big matchup in this game.
Well, and that's what I love about this guy, because he affects the quarterback whether he gets to him or not. He knows he's there. He's that kind of good coming off the edge. Let's see how this QB performs under pressure.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. 3rd down, and they'll need to get the ball to the 38-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes a connection. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. They go to the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. Skips away from pressure. Quarterback gets the 1st down. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. The Pirates are moving quickly down the field. They'll test the right side. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Trying to move them on the counter. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the 1st without scoring. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And the holder, the fake, and a little shuffle. And they thought they could pull off the surprise. Well, the surprise was on them. A stop. It's nice to be a riverboat gambler and all, but man, oh man, when it goes against you, it can be ugly. Slams his way forward. He'll get 3 out to the 11. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Found just enough running room. He picks up 4 to the 15. This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. To the ground to try to move the chains. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. Complete to start this drive. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Quickly complete. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. And the Pirates in the hurry-up.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Got his man downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Pirates have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. He's got his man. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He makes a grab. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Purple Pirates!
And what a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the 2nd level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They went 54 yards on that last touchdown drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Wolverines will punt it away on 4th down. He's got great speed. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They'll try the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Using his legs, it's Proctor. Still on his feet at the 45. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
How about the left side of the line getting off the ball, creating some holes for that running back to get through, make a big play on the handoff to the left.
When something works that well, you might as well go right back to it. I mean, they showed no indication that they could stop it.
I like to go back to it and hurry up. Get to the line of scrimmage quick, run it again.
Off the play fake on 1st down. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Now this defense could really use a stop on 3rd down as the offense has had its way. Looking to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Good, right down the boulevard. And that lead grows even bigger. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. He's looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Daniels.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The pocket broke down, and the quarterback had to take the sack.
Really impressed by this pass rush, Reese. Just guys winning their individual battles one-on-one up front. They're able to get to the quarterback.
The Wolverines will punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They'll get this drive started from their own 45-yard line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Got his man on the right. Makes a grab and a nice gain, gets it to the 35. And the Pirates racing to the line in the hurry-up. Give to the back. And he's able to pick up a few yards as we reach the end of the first quarter. Guys, East Carolina carries the lead into the quarter break. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Dialing up a second down pass play. And that pass is intercepted. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22.
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have 2. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country. And you saw it on that last play coming away with the pick.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Looking left. Got his man. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They'll go to work on second down after doing damage on the ground. Now the play fake. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Works the middle. And sure tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And the Wolverines will call on their punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. Firing to the right, complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. They'll run play action. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. Fast, physical, and disruptive. Michigan has a rich and storied history of guys up front who can make life miserable for a quarterback.
Just dudes. I mean, guys that win matchups. Guys that, you know, if it's going to be a pass rush on the outside, one-on-one on a tackle, they can go get him at the defensive end spot. And we can mention names. And Hutchinson recently, one of the higher picks in the NFL draft, but always guys that play the same way.
Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. The Pirates will try to pin them back with the punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They've hit a bit of a lull here, and they need to get things cranked up with this possession, Jesse.
Just haven't had a rhythm these last couple of possessions, but I'll tell you, the best way to get back into one is to run the football. Establish yourselves up front at the line of scrimmage and help keep these third downs manageable.
Now, and the best news is your defense at least forced a punt of their own. So now you can go answer with that good stop while this game is still close. Let's just go keep putting more points on the...
Looking for a deep man. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Wolverines will line up to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. The flag flies in as this one falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. From the gun, the running back has it. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Off the play fake. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. It's caught downfield. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. And the Pirates want to pick up the tempo.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
They'll throw it on 1st down. He's got the tight end. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Less than a yard to go to pick up the 1st down. He'll pull it on the read. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the 1st down. The Pirates come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're looking for an advantage to the right. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Proctor.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. And he's already made one. The holder will put it down at the 26 for a 36-yard try. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. It's a reverse. He's there to make the stop.
It is so easy when you're a defensive player, when you watch a little misdirection of the ball go one way, to turn and to run. That's not my job. My job is to stay home. The defense did a good job of that. The defense stayed home, made the play.
Let's see what they do on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. They get him on the ground, but it's a 1st down. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. It's complete to the right. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Wants to throw on 1st down. Quick strike complete. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a 1st down. The aerial assault continues. Finds a spot in the middle. Stop just inside the 25. Will mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a 1st down. He's going to pass. Quick completion on the out. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. Touchdown, Michigan! Reeled it in and just made the house call.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
PAT unit on the field. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Try to return this one. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. Going up top on 1st down. Grabs it in the middle. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give him a 1st down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Got his man in the middle. They'll immediately call timeout.
Well, the drag routes put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the 1st.
They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Shoots it to the left. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. And they got to the line expeditiously, spiked it, and stopped the clock. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He wants to throw here on 2nd down. He rifles one deep down the right side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. Late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10, and the returner will be dragged down. If the offense has had enough, they'll take a knee and wrap up this first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best atmospheres in football, and we've got a fun one from Greenville. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium.
And the Wolverines will line up to kick off and start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He looks that one in nicely. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Makes a move. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. Out of the gun, the running back has it. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The play action fake. Flips it out in the flat. And look, this guy has some serious moves, and he tried all of them and still didn't get loose. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. He wants to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on 2nd down. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. He'll just keep slinging it. Setting up the screen. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. So look at this. They're sending out the kicker to try a long one. What an absolute howitzer he unleashed off his foot.
You can count on one hand how many kickers in college football today can make that kick. That guy's one of them.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. Off play action on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
Great job by the pass rush up front. Third and long situation. They're anticipating pass, and they know the quarterback's going to have to hold on to the football. Nice job pinning their ears back and getting home.
And the Pirates will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Pocket starts to collapse. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
On third and long, you know what's coming. That's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the fourth down.
The Wolverines line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. The quick out. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. The Pirates come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Finds his big tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell.
Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Touchdown, East Carolina. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after they catch it. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
From the gun. He's got it. Two-point try is good as they build on this lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Picked off. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
East Carolina sending the offense back to work. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. A strike downfield. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Pirates have it with a 1st and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, ECU. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Iowa State somehow, some way, found a way there in Ames and picked up a much-needed victory. It wasn't a masterpiece, but let's be honest, it wasn't a loss either.
The give to the lone running back.
The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Got some room to run. And just an outstanding return. Takes it back to the 7-yard line.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football, and you saw it right there.
And the offense suddenly with an opportunity it couldn't have expected with a 1st and goal after the pick. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown Wolverines! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they're now down 31-17. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. It's complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to go up top on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Proctor. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the first down marker. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. He wants to throw it again. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Fair catch called for and made. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable in its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
And the Wolverines send out the punt unit. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. The lone back's got it. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go right back to it. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Line is set on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Quick step and go. There to make the stop, and we've played 3 in this one. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Wide receiver shows motion. The receiver on the jet sweep. Runs through a tackle. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. On 2nd down, will they go back to the ground game? From the gun, running back gets to give. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. The Pirates have their offense in high gear. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Makes the grab along the sidelines, but they'll be a little short of the first down. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Off play action. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. And the Pirates have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Going to try to get it himself. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Running back searching for a hole. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. 5 yards away from another 3rd down conversion on this drive. They're already 2 for 2. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. So here comes the field goal unit once again. They've already kicked 3 tonight. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. He'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board.
Can't make the catch. It's incomplete, and that drop might have cost them a big play on first down. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. Touchdown, Michigan. Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone. He has been surgical, precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
He's looking to throw it. Got his man quickly. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. 2nd down coming up. The run to the right. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. They're bringing heat. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The Pirates will bring the punt team onto the field. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Trying to find his man on 1st down. It's caught. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Looking to scramble. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Quickly to the tight end. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the 1st down. The Wolverines come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to move it through the air. He's got it. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Got it. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down.
This is an offense that has skill, and they've got speed, and because of that, this defense, they can't lull themselves to sleep. They've got a big lead here late, but they've now given up back-to-back big plays. They got to put the clamps down.
Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. Well, we wondered exactly where the momentum was, and it looks as if Uncle Mo might have switched sidelines and switched families.
And momentum is such a big thing. It's such a real part of college football, isn't it? You can just feel that right now. It just felt a few minutes ago like this game was over, and all of a sudden, this team, they're believing in themselves. They've got some win. They've got some hope. The defense now needs to get the football back and keep that momentum going.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimum gain.
They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. We've reached the 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. They're going to ride this running back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. Oh, you could just feel it. He wanted to make that a big return, but his offense will come out and take over at the 44. Line gets set, 1st down. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down. Set up for 2nd and short after that completion. Gets it out fast. And after the pickup, gets to the sidelines to stop the clock and keep this drive going as they try to save themselves late. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds his man.
You're seeing a lot of confidence out of this quarterback now. 3 for 3 on this 2-minute drive. He understands that he needs to step up if his team's going to win this game. And he's playing his best football right.
Looking for the end zone. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. Great job by the defense, not closing the door completely, but stopping the momentum late in the game when you already got a lead. Nice job, D.
1st down for this offense. Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. I know a lot of people thought this was going to be a blowout, but this team said, just when you think you have all the answers, I change the questions.
It's so true, Reese. I mean, they had a lot of dudes that we were talking to leading up to this game just had a